So let's get started. The final concept is on the odd and even numbers, right? So it's very clear. Even number is basically divisible by 2, right? Like ending with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 are the evens. Odd are the rest of the numbers, right? Like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So what we would really need to know other than this is that if I ask you like what is odd number multiplied with odd, right? Will I get odd or even? These are some standard types of questions that you see, right? So even plus odd, what do I get it? So for these sort of problems, just keep in mind you don't have to really worry about how to solve them. Just take an example for one odd number and another odd number. 1 into 3 is 3, right? It's odd. So that means always an odd into odd is odd. So just an example is good enough for you to generalize and write what would be the answer for this. So even I'll take 2, take 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, it's odd, right? Even into even, it's 2 into 2, so I know that's 4, right? That's good enough for you to solve. So they might ask you complex ones like even square plus odd square, right? What do I get, etc. So again an example here and here, like 2 into 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, so 4 plus 9 is 13. So it's always an odd number, right? That's what you need to write. So these are some concepts that would be tested in odd and even numbers. Otherwise, some question might give a statement that x is an odd integer or positive odd integer. Accordingly, you have to ensure while solving the problems. So these are the questions on the odd and even. So I'm saying a is an even, right? And b is an odd integer. So let's take a as 2 and b as 3. First question is 3 into a plus 4 into b. That's 3 2s are plus 4 3s are. So 6 plus 12 is 18. So it's basically an even number, right? And the next one is talking about a square plus b square. So let me again take 2 square plus 3 square is 4 plus 9 is 13. It's basically an odd. So that means this is the answer for a square plus b square. So that's how you solve for any problem talking about odd and even. Just take an example and solve. Whatever you get would be the final odd or even status of this in general as well. The last one is talking about if sum of 3 consecutive. These are the problems which I'm talking about, where you have to be careful on what they mean by these odd integers, positive integers, etc. So that's what the whole video is about, explaining you the terms which could be used in the potential problems. Saying sum of 3 consecutive, right? Consecutive are next to each other. So if I say odd, consecutive odd integers, so it has to be like 1 3 5 3 5 7 39 41 43 etc. You see, they are consecutive. That means after 39 the next odd integer is 41, after 41 the next is 43. Because it's saying 3, I have taken 3 consecutive, right? So it's saying R33, the sum of those 3 is 33. When I see consecutive integers, I can take the numbers as n plus 1 and n plus 2, because they are next to each other. But if it's asking you odd or even integers, right? So I have to take a gap of 2, because see 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2. If it is just consecutive integers 1, 2, 3, 1 plus 1 and 2 plus 1, just the immediate ones are added by 1. Because it's odd or even, there will be a gap of 2, so I have to be n plus 2, and then again another 2 added is n plus 4. That question is saying the sum of those 3 integers is basically equals to 33, right? So that is n plus n is 3n plus 6 is 33. 3n is 33 minus 6 is 27. So n is basically 9. So what are the integers? 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 9 plus 4, 13. So 9, 11 and 13 are those 3 consecutive odd integers that are being mentioned in the question. So what is the value of the largest integer of these 3, right? So that's the question basically. 13 is the largest integer of these 3 set. So that's how you solve the problem.